The No Fate channel, checking in. On this episode of the Supplement Review, I want to discuss if an only 6-ingredient pre-workout can deliver the goods. And before we even get started, because I don't want you to cheat, comment below your top 6 pre-workout ingredients that you would put together if you were making a pre-workout. On this episode of the Supplement Review, we are going to be discussing El Diablo from Syndicated Supplements. We're going to go over how this pre-workout handles, what's in it, how much it costs, where you can pick it up, and then we're going to talk about if this thing is good enough to only have 6 ingredients in it, and which 6 ingredients I would put in a pre-workout if I was gonna put a pre-workout together. So let's go over it. El Diablo, Cartel Kool-Aid is the flavor. It's okay. As far as where you can pick it up, I'll put the website right here and I'll put it in the description of this video. I believe this is also sold at Flex Appeal. That does have 5 locations here in Massachusetts. So if you like to support local business, definitely go into Flex Appeal. Their variety of supplements is through the roof. You'll be like a kid in a candy store. As far as ingredients, we've got beta-alanine, 2.5 grams. Typically the clinical dosage is 3.2. If it's around there, you're good. 2.5, a little shy. We've got L-arginine, AKG, 1 gram. Agmatine sulfate at 500 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 350 milligrams. That's a good dose of caffeine. I do like to see multiple forms of caffeine, but hey, we're only putting 6 ingredients in here, so you gotta pick your poison. And 1 ingredient, caffeine anhydrous, that's gonna be at the top of the list. We've got alpha GPC at 100 milligrams. That is lower than we like to see. We like to see 300, and we prefer to see 600. And then we've got huperzine A at 500 micrograms, which is a staggering amount of huperzine A. How much does it cost? At 25 servings, this thing actually is fairly affordable. It comes in under $1.50 per serving. You can actually get it cheaper if you go into the store. Flex Appeal here in Massachusetts, I know that they usually beat the internet on their price points. Does El Diablo pre-workout steal your soul in the gym? And I'll tell you, for only having 6 ingredients, this thing delivers a pretty good workout. Obviously, the majority of the effects come from that 350 of caffeine, and that's where you're going to get most of your energy. The pumps were decent, again, for only having 6 ingredients in here, and the focus was so-so. Overall, for only having 6 ingredients, it definitely gets the job done. If you're looking for a little bit of a boost, it's definitely better than a coffee, definitely better than a couple coffees, to be honest with you. It definitely gets the job done, and the price is right at sitting at under $1.50 per serving. And again, if you go into Flex Appeal, it'll definitely probably be lower than that on top of it. However, for only having 6 ingredients, I might have chosen my 6 ingredients differently. Keep in mind, choosing different ingredients would affect the price point. But let's get into which 6 pre-workout ingredients I would pick. Number 1, off the top, caffeine. Now, I do like to use 2 different forms of caffeine, but since we're going with a limited list of ingredients, we're gonna just stick to 1, and I would put in 350 milligrams of caffeine because I happen to find, for me, 300 to 400 is the sweet spot, so we'll meet in the middle at 350. For strength and strength endurance, I would put beta-alanine in my pre-workout. Very many people expect it, very many people want it, and most people like those tingles that they get from it. I would put in at least 3.2 grams, if not 3.5, because most people do want to see that 3.2 gram threshold is met. I would also put in beta-alanine anhydrous. I find that this is a good performance kicker, and I like to see it in my pre-workouts at least 2.5 grams, and maybe if we're being greedy, I'd put in a total of 3. For focus, I would put in mushrooms. Which mushroom would I put in? Lion's mane at 600 milligrams. That is an amazing nootropic, gives you crazy focus. The only downside to that is that it tastes like dirt. If we're being nice about it, it's very hard to mask the flavor. Also, the 5th ingredient I would put in for focus is alpha GPC, but I would put it in at that 600 milligram mark because that's where the clinical research was done on most of the alpha GPC studies that are out there. And frankly, a lot of people tend to avoid that because, again, it's an expensive ingredient. And for the 6th and final ingredient, you know we didn't forget about pumps. You love your blood blood flow in the gym. You want to get all those veins popping, all that good effect of getting that blood to the muscle. L-citrulline. It's the purest form of L-citrulline. It's the number one pump ingredient in my book to get those pumps going. How much would I put in? 8 grams. That is a massive dosage, and frankly, I don't think your body can actually absorb any more than 8 grams of L-citrulline. But hey, I'm not a supplement expert. So those 6 ingredients are what I would do if I was only picking 6 ingredients. The idea is you get your energy, you get your pumps, you get your focus, and you get that performance boost from the beta-alanine, beta-alanine anhydrous that we kind of want in the pre-workout. Clearly, I would love to make a pre-workout with more than 6 ingredients, but it can be done, and I think it can be done effectively. There's a lot of issues that come around with putting those ingredients, number 1 being taste, and number 2 being price, at the mark that I wanted to put in there, because obviously putting good ingredients in at the right amounts can be expensive. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments below, and more importantly, which 6 ingredients would you put in your pre-workout if you were building a 6-ingredient pre-workout? Hopefully you found this video informative. Hopefully you came this far in the video. You know YouTube hates short videos. They want you to get all the way to the end of a very long video. So do me a solid, as is. Check out my Amazon affiliate links in the description of this video. How does it work? You click on that Amazon link, you go to that little website, amazon.com, you buy whatever you normally were going to buy. You know you were going to buy it anyway, and they take a few pennies out of Jeff Bezos's pocket. They put it into my pocket. Helps pay for the lights, helps pay for some of the equipment that hopefully you don't even realize is being used. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.